Hi, I'm Connie Townsend, group fitness instructor and personal trainer. I'm here today with some friends from the Wenatchee Valley Senior Activity Center, Michelle and Esther, and we're going to do a workout that you can do at home with us. So grab water, grab a towel, and we'll get started with a warm-up. Now today, later on, we're going to be using a band to work our muscles. So if you have a bungee cord or one of those long bands that you can get at any sporting goods store in their sport department, then that's what we will be using today to work our muscles. But before we do that, we're just going to warm up. So stand nice and tall, shoulders back. You're going to inhale and exhale. Up and down. So as we warm up those shoulders, you start reaching out a little bit further. Stretching that spine nice and long. One more. And just march. Now come to a stop. Roll the shoulders forward. Just let the arms dangle. We're trying to get the shoulders to move from up in the shoulder blade area. Let's go backward. Up and around. One more. And march. Okay, we're going to be wide now. Let's do some walking through the tires. So it's like what the football players do. They run through the tires. Now just march. 4, 3, 2, tires. March. Tires. Start bringing those knees a little higher. And march it. Okay, in 4, 3, let's walk through the tires, but go forward. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and march back. Give those legs a little rest. Do it again. And walk it back. Now let's go through 4 tires. 4, 3, 2, 1, and march back. And tires. March back. And tires. March back. One more. Whew, heels up and back. Now you're going to hang those legs so the knees don't come up. You're bringing those heels up and back. Bending at the knee. We're warming up the back of the leg, but we're also stretching the front of the leg. And let's march. Step touch now. We do these a lot. Step out, then tap with the other foot. Shoulders back, head is high. 4, 3, 2. All right, I'm going to slow us down. Slow-mo, we're going to show you the chasse mambo. It's a little tricky, but we're going to do it later on. It's 2 shuffles and a step in front. Shuffle, shuffle, step in front. Shuffle, shuffle, step. Shuffle, shuffle, step. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you really want to pick up your feet on this one because we're shuffling sideways. And we don't want to trip. All right, let's march. Inhale up. And exhale. Up, down. And march it. Coming to a stop, let's roll the shoulders forward. They should be nice and loose by now. Nice big motion. One more. Other direction, roll them back. And march it. 4, 3, let's walk through those tires forward. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, march it back. Tires. March. One more time, tires. March back. Heels up and back. Heel, heel. Four, 3, 2, one more. Step touch. Okay, now we're going to try to keep it full speed. In 4, 3, let's do that chassé mambo. Whoops, my fault. Got off the beat. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shuffle, shuffle. Now you can keep it really small. Not much of a shuffle. Or the more used to it you get, you can go further. Whee! Across the room. All right, so we learned a new step. We're gonna use it a little later, in a moment, actually. Go get some water, keep moving, and we'll do the next steps. All right, all those steps that we did in the warm-up to get the body ready for exercise, we're going to now put together in a pattern to work the heart and lungs. It's aerobic exercise. Get the heart rate up. Let's go wide. 4, 3, do our tires forward. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, march it back. Give those legs a little break. Forward. Get them up there like you're going through tractor tires and march. Forward. And back. Now let's just go through 4 of them. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1, march it back. 4, 3, 2, 1, march. And 4. Back. Tires. And back. One more. Heels up and back. Heel, heel. Now stay upright. We don't want to lean forward. Keep the shoulders back. All right. In 4, 3, 2, okay, it's that chassé. Here we go. It's a shuffle, shuffle, mambo. Shuffle, shuffle, mambo. 1, 2, 3, 4. shuffle, 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 shuffle. 4, 3, 2, one more. Now it's a side mambo. We step out and in, out and in. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's kind of a funny rhythm. Now we're going to go back. Same thing. Back and front. Back and front. A back mambo. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Now I want to change our lead leg. So we do that with a back mambo cha-cha. Let me show you. It's back, 1, 2, 3, back, 1, 2, 3, back, 1, 2, 3. You got it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And whoops, one more. March it right. Our right, your left. Wide march. Tires going forward. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. March it back. Forward. Back. Again. Woo! And back. Let's do 4 of them. 4, 3, 2, 1, and back. 2, 3, 4, and tires. And march. And tires. And march. One more. Tires. Woo! And march. Heels up and back. Now you can get those arms swinging if you want your heart rate to go higher. Or if it feels like it's too high and you're not able to get much air in, you can always keep those arms lower. 4, 3, chasse mambo. Shuffle, shuffle, mambo. Shuffle, shuffle, mambo. Remember, we're stepping in front. 1, 2, 3, 4. Woo! 4, 3, 2. Now it's that side mambo right here and in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Two more. You can get down and use those legs. Back mambo, back and front. In 4, 3. Remember our back mambo cha-cha? Back. 1, 2, 3. Other leg. 1, 2, 3. Your body weight transfers to that back leg. You got it. 3, 2, and march. Whew. Now, I want to introduce a new step that we would do at the end there, or right after the back mambo. It's an A step that goes behind us and a V step that goes in front. So your feet are narrow. 4, 3, the A step looks like this. It's wide, narrow, back, back, front, front. So your feet go both wide, both narrow. Looks like an A if you look down at your feet. 4, 3, 2. Now we're staying on that lead and doing a V step. So it's forward, forward, back, back. 4, 3, 2, and just march it. Okay, we're gonna start at the top. It's our tires. Let's do 4 of them. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1, and walk it back. And tires, big, and walk it back. Back. And heels up and back. Heel, heel. 4, 3, 2, into our chasse mambo. Shuffle, shuffle, step front. 4, 3, 2, and let's just march it. All right, I want you to keep moving around. We'll get back to that after we do our bands. Okay, we're gonna work our muscles now using a band for resistance instead of a dumbbell or a weight. And so if you have one like we have, you can get them at any store. Then, we use the handles quite a bit for things. If you just have a bungee cord, that's okay. Grab it and just grip it the best you can. We're gonna start with a banded squat. So we're gonna step on it, both feet. So be careful, don't let it trip you up. Now we're gonna go a little wider here. Now shoulders, don't let the band pull them forward. We're gonna go up and back and down. Keep that chin lifted a little bit. Okay, it's down and up. Now that adds resistance to our squat. And you may not feel it. So if you need to make it harder and feel more resistance, then just cinch down a little bit tighter, a little shorter. Hold it closer to the ground. Pushing through those heels to get back up. Remember, shoulders are back. Now draw the navel toward the spine. We need those core muscles to support the movement and to give your legs strength. 2 more. Woo! All right. Now we're gonna hold on with this arm, and you can actually drop the other handle. So we've anchored the band under our foot. You can adjust your stance. You can stay wider if you want. Allows a little more stability. Okay, we're gonna turn the palm forward. We're working the front of the arm, so we need to keep that arm locked into the body and just do a bicep curl. We're just gonna work that one side of the body at this point. Not too fast. Take your time, up and down. Now, keep your wrist straight, okay? We don't want to roll the wrist. In 3, 2. Now, we need to lengthen it. Make it longer because we need to get it up to our shoulder. We're gonna push it to the ceiling. Working on that shoulder. So you can always adjust it. That's the nice part about using bands. You can make it shorter to make it harder or longer to make it easier. All right. Let's bring that elbow into the side, palm facing forward. We're gonna punch the ceiling with our knuckle. Up, down. Woo! Now you may not be able to straighten that arm. Don't force it, that's okay. Just as high as you're able to. And when that arm comes back down, it's like it's coming back to the shoulder. So don't let it wander out from the body. 4, 3, 2, and down. Shake it out, let it rest. And widen out those feet again. Now these bands come in different resistance levels. These die-hard ladies are using the hard one, the red one. I'm showing you the more moderate weight. They come in different colors. So if things get too hard, switch it out for something lighter if you have it, or just make it a little bit longer. Okay, back up to the shoulder. Now we're going to combine our squat with our press. So it's not as much of a banded squat this time because our band is long, not as much resistance. But it's a combination movement now of legs and upper body. Keep breathing. 4, 3, 2, whoo, and relax it. Now you may want to leave it this length. We're going to be lifting our arm out to the side. So you can adjust the band to give you the kind of resistance you want. You can keep those feet a little wide for a good base of stability here. Palm is down. Now keep your arm straight, but don't lock your elbow. So it's not bending at the elbow. We're keeping it straight, but loosen it up a little. Shoulder stays down, up, down. So when you lift out to the side, you have a tendency to want to tighten right up here. Try to relax. Notice our wrists are straight too. Once again, we don't want to roll the wrist and lift with the knuckles. We're actually working the side of the shoulder. One more like this. Now, feet are closer, hip width apart. We're going to try to combine arm with a side leg lift. We've done these in the past. Let's start with the side leg lift. Now you want to pull the toe toward the shin, flex that ankle. It's out. And in. So just stay upright. We're trying to make that hip work. Now we might need to slow it down. We'll see. Add that arm. Take your time. If you're having trouble balancing, maybe hold on to a chair or get beside the wall. We're lifting with the side of the leg, keeping that toe facing front. Woo-hoo! That's a tough one. And one more. Oh. All right. Now let's step off of it. We're going to take our band in our hands. Legs are narrow, hip width apart. And arms start about shoulder width apart. We're going to lift, pull, rotate, and release, and down. Up, out, rotate. All right, so just finish up with these, and then we'll get back to moving. Okay, we're back. Now we're going to do those same patterns or same steps, and we put them together in a pattern. We'll be adding a little to it this time. 4, 3, let's march wide. 4, 3, tires forward. 4, 3, 2, 1, and march. 2, 3, 4, and tires. And back. One more. Heels up and back now. Go this way. Heel up, heel up. 4, 3. One more time and into the chassé mambo. Shuffle, shuffle, mambo. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now one more. Into the side mambo. Step out and in, out and in. Just this foot can just stay put. 4, 3, 2, one more time. Then into that back mambo, so it's the same count. Back, front, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 3. We're gonna stay on this side and go into that A step, back, back, front, front. Wide feet, narrow feet. So the feet come back together, side by side. Looks like a capital A. One more. Now make it a V step. Wide, wide, narrow, narrow. You can get lower, use your legs more if you want. Make it bigger. One more time, then we're gonna add on, it's a grapevine. Step, cross, step. So you're stepping out and then crossing behind that lead leg. Now we're gonna add on one grapevine. Mambo, front this time. One more. Now grapevine. Now mambo here. 3, 2, and grapevine. Mambo, 3, 2, and grapevine. Mambo. Okay, now stay here. We're gonna do one mambo at each wall. We don't have any walls, we're outside. 4, 3, 2. All right, here we go. Mambo here, and then turn, mambo, turn, mambo, turn, mambo, face front. Stay here. Let's try it again. This wall. Mambo, 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 and front. 4, 3, 2. Let's just walk forward and back. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, one more. Now out, out, in, out, out, in, out, out, in. Wide, narrow. It's kind of our way of transitioning. I can get us to the other foot now. Let's switch. Out, out, in. All right, in 4, 3, 2. Let's go into the tires, forward. 4, 3, 2, 1, and back. 2, 3, 4. One more. Hamstring curls. 8, 7, 6, 5. And into the chassé mambo, shuffle, shuffle, mambo. 2. Side mambo here, step out and in. Let's go into that back mambo. How about one more? A step, back, back, front, front. If anything confuses you too much, just go back to the march. One more, and into that V-step. Woo! All right, remember what we added on here? In 4, 3, we're gonna go into the grapevine. No mambos yet. Here we go. Grapevine. Then we'll add those mambos to it. 1 grapevine. Mambo. 3 of them. 1 more. Grapevine. Mambo. 3, 2. Grapevine. Mambo. And grapevine back. Mambo. All right. Now, let's march it, because we want to bring that heart rate back down a little bit. We need to get our band again and then do those exercises on the other side of the body. So you want to just bring the heart rate down a little bit. So when we take a break, I want you to keep walking around the room, get some water, maybe towel off a little, and we'll keep going. All right, we're back to working our muscles again, so grab your band or your bungee cord, and we're going to step on it again. Your feet wide. Now remember, you might want more resistance, so maybe grab a little bit shorter. Shoulders back, push through the heels. Let's do more of those squats. Banded squat. So the band gives your legs extra weight to have to lift, extra resistance. Now as you sit down and stand up, keep those knees lined up with the feet. Don't let them come to your center. Woo, just do what you can. How about 2 more here? And now grab the handle on this other side. Go ahead and drop the handle on the other. Now you can adjust this. We need to keep it pretty short because right now we're doing those bicep curls. So you can adjust it shorter or longer. Keep that upper arm glued to your side, bending at the elbow here. Nice and slow, up and down. Now don't let it just fall right down. Up and down. Try to get it all the way up to the shoulder. Now if you can't, let's say your band is too tight, just pull up a little bit on it. Any upward motion is going to strengthen those bicep muscles. One more. Whew, let it rest. Now lengthen it. We're going to be doing that shoulder next. So a little wide, so you have good balance. Remember, your knuckles are facing up and your arm stays just right here lined up with the shoulder. We don't want to go out. That might hurt the shoulder. Loosen the knees, belly button pulled in, and up and down. Now, just like the bicep curl, if we couldn't pull it all the way up, that's okay. Same thing with this. If you can't push it all the way up, don't worry. Just as far as you can. Woo! All right, in 3, 2, let it rest. But widen out those feet, and remember, we're going to combine a squat with a shoulder press. It's not really a banded squat this time because we don't get the resistance from the band as much. Okay, back to the shoulder, elbow in. Here we go. It's down, press. You're pushing through the heels. Your body weight is back in the heels. Remember to watch the alignment on your knees. Exhale at that biggest exertion. Overhead. 4, 3, and one more. Relax it. Okay, we're going out to the side, so you might need to keep it long or adjust it shorter. Just depends on you and your shoulder. Okay, we'll keep them a little wide for now. Loose elbow, out and in. If it's too tight, you just make it a little longer. Keep the shoulder relaxed. Now also, glance once in a while. Don't let it come up above the shoulder line. Up, down, woo. You can feel where it's working, right around that shoulder. One more. Let it rest. And then bring those feet a little closer in. Watch out not to be stepping on the handle with your other foot here. Okay, we're gonna do those side leg lifts. Now remember, don't turn that toe out. Keep it facing front. Out and in. So we're trying to really dig down into that hip joint, get those supporting muscles strong. Can we add that arm? Wrist is straight. Lot to think about. When you're pulling on the band, that pulls against your body too, and you're doing that on one leg, so of course it's a stability builder. Couple more. Woo! Good job. All right, let's step off. Okay, hands through the handles again, if you've got handles. Legs are narrow. So last time we kind of did a down and up and pull. This time, arms are straight. Don't lock them. We're gonna be low and a little bit wider this time. Okay, pull out. Now we're gonna hold that pull the whole time. Up, we're gonna rotate now. Back to center, don't release, just come down. And up, rotate. Belly button pulled in nice and tight here. We're working those rotating muscles in the torso. Keep it pulled out. A lot of different muscles are being used. Relax those shoulders. Keep the shoulder blades down your back. Ooh-wee. Almost there. One more set. Woo. All right. Now release. And we're just going to hang the arms, tuck the chin, and roll down and stretch that upper back a little. Now hold on to the bands. We're going to use them in the last segment to work our core and to help us stretch. All right, we're going to be cooling down a little bit, working our core, stretching. We're going to use our band again. So, legs a little narrow, hands a little wide. All right, we're going to give it a gentle pull, not too far. Now, drawing the navel toward the spine, we want to keep the body still. We're going to keep the hips, the pelvis neutral. So, as we pull out, we're going to do some pullovers. Just swing up as high and far back as you can, and then back down. So we are keeping some resistance on the band by pulling out. We're just swinging up. I'm going to show you from the side. It looks like this. We are just swinging and then swinging back down. And as you go up overhead, don't let that low back arch. You want to keep the core working hard to keep the pelvis neutral. All right, one more. Now bring it down. We're gonna let go and roll them a little bit, loosen everything up. But we're gonna keep it low. Hands are still wide. Now, keep your body upright, don't lean forward. Shoulders back and down. Let's pull out. Let's do some low arcs. So keep it real close to the body. And depending on your shoulders and how they feel, you want to keep it a real small arc too, not very high. So this is helping to strengthen the stabilizing muscles in the shoulders. And how about one more? All right, relax them. I'm going to stay with that arc idea, but this time we're going to go up to shoulder height. So when you lift your arms, don't tighten the shoulders. Keep the shoulder blades down your back. Let's pull out a little bit. Now don't turn your body, arms only. It's hard not to turn, but your core is working on holding your body still, facing front, while the arms are in motion and they're pulling out still too. So you're working a lot of those muscles in your upper body and keeping your core activated. Woo! Bring it back to center, relax. Well, that means we have an upper arc to do. So, let's push up. Now pull back, you don't want to be floating forward. Keep it back as much as you can. You can keep those elbows slightly bent. Let's pull out, arms only, side to side, as you pull back. Now you're not doing a tilt in the body. Keep the body still. That's part of the exercise challenge, is to keep the core nice and tight, so it's keeping the spine from shifting. One more. Woo! So we finished off with some good stabilizer exercises for the shoulders and a lot of core work there. So let's take it off our hands and we're going to put it behind us. We're going to hang it in their hands. I'm going to show you. Palms are facing backward, just about a little wider than your hips. All right, so first of all, push toward the floor. Get those shoulders back and down. Now, pull just a little bit, not too much. You're pulling out side to side with your hands. Now, can you lift and lower? So I'll show you from the side again. You're just pushing out away from the body. So we're not lifting the shoulders upward. We're keeping the shoulders right where they are and moving the arms. Keep pulling out a little bit. Whoa. So now you're isolating those back of the shoulder muscles around the shoulder blades. All right, one more. Ooh, relax. Now keep it back there though. We're just gonna hold that band in our hands, about hip width, a little wider than hip, because that's going to keep the arms at a certain distance apart. That's gonna help us stretch. All right, so don't pull out on the band this time. So you're not pulling like we did before. Just push toward the floor, keep your arms straight, and try to lift away from the body. So it's that same motion, and back down, but we're not pulling out this time. Lift again. We're stretching in the chest and in the front of the shoulders, and back down. And once again, don't arch that back when your arms are lifted. And don't force it either. Just up as high as you're able. One more. And down. Just hang them there for a moment. Let's look over the shoulder. And then switch to the other side. So we don't want to let the body turn, just that neck. Get it nice and stretchy. And back to the center. Now, before we get to the last neck stretch, or two stretches, let's widen out the hands a little bit behind us. And not pulling, don't pull. Just hold the arms wide. You're going to do a low arc here. So this is stretching back or around the shoulder, really nice. One more like this. And then come back in. Let's bring them a little closer in. Hang. Now, pull, release. Pull, release. We're not lifting away from the body this time. We're pulling out to the sides. Arms are straight. All right, one more. And just push down, hang them there. Let's tilt the head to one side. And then other side. Well, I'd like to thank my friends from the Wenatchee Valley Senior Activity Center again, Michelle and Esther. They were a great help to me today in showing you some things you can do at home. Come back to center. Let's lift a little out from the body, tilt the head forward. We'd like to thank the Eastmont Parks and Rec Department for letting them use their beautiful park on such a beautiful day. And come back up, release, and have a great day. We'll see you again.